morning. Welcome to Buzzleprunch once again. It's Saturday. Just about time for that Saturday brunch. But that's not what this is. This is brunch. Hey, good morning. Hey guys. Good morning.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Are you awake?
I don't know.
Did you open the? Are you getting the sunlight for the first?
No.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Oh, false light. Wow. I can do the same thing.
I can do it from this side too.
But I don't. Also, I think I encountered a killer bee. Like, there's no other thing that it could have been, but there were no stripes. It was just yellow. And
cool.
it was the size of like a small pebble. Like it had some heft to it. Also, Grunty startled Mama Deer yesterday, so if Mama Deer had her babies, it was not in my front yard. I was on the phone and I was like, "What's that noise?" And then I looked and the deer had stood up and I was like, "Oh no, Grunty's down there!" And he was peeing behind a bush, staring at it like a creeper.
I do that sometimes.
That's why I scared it. But so yeah, I think there's going to be little babies running around here. I did a lot of research yesterday. I was really excited about it.
Whoa. So you're sure it was pregnant?
There's no way that thing wasn't pregnant.
Nice.
And like I did the research. They find a secluded area to give birth. Yeah. And, you know, once it starts, it's pretty quick. But her tail wasn't up yet. So she wasn't like in active labor, or I would not have left. Like I would have just sat there staring.
Yeah.
I had kept him inside, but again, I forgot at one point. He has to go outside. So, yeah. No babies yet. And I had to say good morning.
Good morning.
So today's going to be super fun.
Yep.
I only felt like a little bit of a brat when they asked me what my t-shirt size was.
Right.
Literally, I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited to talk to them about their cuts, see their stuff. Dave and DeAnna are great. They've been with us once before.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of theirs from their like first release that I borrowed from you still. But before then we join with them, well, do you have hauls do you have hauls?
Just one.
Okay. What you got?
A company that reached out to me the other day.
Oh.
And asked me if they could send me one of their designs of my choice.
I was wondering when they were going to reach out to you just because of your screen name. Yeah.
And I love the message they sent to me. It was like, I don't know, we love this one post, blah blah.
It's silo though.
That's a big old silo.
That silo's pretty.
It's really tall.
Intense.
Yeah, there's some fun stuff going on in this image.
I was thinking, sure. I'm glad that they sent you one. Yeah, they're really, really great. I don't know what image you got. I did this one in preparation for today.
Oh yeah, I did one too.
I'm really excited about it. But anyway, so before that, I also got just a couple, like not enough for trivia for you. But that doesn't mean you don't have to pay attention.
It's my dog.
Here's a Rachel. So I got this Villager 500, nice little compact box. Yeah. I love their puzzles. Like they weigh something. Like they are an entity.
I haven't done a 500 yet, but I love them.
I don't think I have either, and I got real excited because it's Rainbow and Pride's coming. One Canoe 2. It's a picnic scene. I will puzzle any table filled with food.
Oh yeah.
And it's 1,000 piece, and I think I've only done their 400 and their 500 pieces. I don't know that I've done 1,000 pieces.
What's that brand?
One Canoe 2.
Sure.
Beware, trivia can happen at any time. This is Rooted.
That doesn't
I
help me at all. It doesn't help my memory.
Be Rooted, located in Georgia, I believe. So it's funny. It says designed by Hobry exclusively for Be Rooted. I might have to do more info, like digging into this, but it's called a Maker's Market. It's 500, and I really enjoyed the scene. This was a treat yourself. Rachel's in a depression purchase.
Alice.
This is a limited edition run from Oh Hello Boston, and I got this sweet little note written from the artist saying thank you for getting this limited run. I did open it. My biggest worry, because it was not inexpensive, my biggest worry was the pieces. I was really scared they were going to be 2x2s.
Right.
They're not.
Good.
So it's like, whew. Because I mean, I love this image. It's, I like the quirkier Alice's, so I'll take any artist's vision. And then I got, this shirt in the mail along with this 500-piece puzzle. It's Raven Nevermore.
Nice. So,
I'm excited. I just recently watched on Netflix Follow the House of Usher, which is all Poe-y. So I'm excited about this one.
Gotcha.
But that's it. Just a couple this week.
Yeah.
So, are there more on the way? Probably.
Yeah. I have some coming. They just shipped yesterday from another country.
Wooden?
Yeah.
Okay. Hobby creates puzzles and other art things for companies, including the ones that most people know, for Indigo in Canada. Okay. So I've done those because my friend went to Canada a couple years ago and she brought here's a list of the brands I want, and she came back with 4 or 5 hobbies.
Nice.
But I'm really excited to talk to her again. It's a rare thing to have everything in-house.
Yeah. Well, for the most part.
Right. Well, correct. A lot of these people are, a lot of the companies we love outsource their manufacturing and whatnot.
Yeah,
so
they all do.
But they don't. I don't think. I think that they do everything.
Except for the 1,000-piece puzzles.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't remember this.
Yeah, only I think the 500s they do in-house, but
they'll tell us.
Yeah.
But
this one was fantastic, so no complaints there.
None. And you and I had different cuts, but both were great.
Sweet.
So are they with us yet?
Yeah, if they're ready.
If not, we can putz around for a couple minutes.
We're good at that.
I haven't had tea in weeks.
Oh, weird.
Hello.
Hey.
How are you guys?
Doing good. Yeah. It's not quite brunch time for us. It's like just chug some coffee and get your ass out of bed time.
You're live when Erik and I would probably rather be live. But you would be asleep.
Right.
Yeah.
We prefer to do this at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Well, it definitely means your day is not kind of segmented,
Exactly.
So
yeah.
How are you guys doing? You guys have grown quite a bit since we chatted last.
Yeah, definitely. We're doing well. It's definitely a lot of work and always kind of pivoting to see how we can, you know, make this our livelihood. Like, we're really still working on, like, how can we pay ourselves by doing what we want to be doing. We're still early days. We really just hit the 2-year mark from when we did our Kickstarter. We did our Kickstarter in May of 2023. So
time isn't real.
Yeah. Say it again.
Time is not real.
Oh.
Time is not real. Well, especially post-pandemic, right? Like, it's just the whole, it's like a really long, slow time, and now we're kind of, at least we are in a faster paced time. So, can you turn the volume up?
I could try.
Having trouble hearing you, so we're.
I appreciate that I can try, because you never know with it in live. So, yes. So how many puzzles do you guys offer right now?
Gosh, I think about 29 or 30.
I think it's 30.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So
Yeah.
And all
Yeah.
the is eclectic, and it's all different. I feel like no matter who the person is, you can find something that they would want to puzzle.
Yeah, and that's kind of our goal.
In a piece count.
Yeah. Yeah. And we have probably about 6 more coming out this year, and we're going to try to slow the new releases a little bit now that we've built up a nice library, because it's, you know, really expensive and a lot of work. And we also have been doing a lot of custom puzzles and corporate gifts and, like, really big runs of puzzles for, you know, some big companies, and we have more of those happening this year. So so trying to balance all of that.
Yeah, it's a lot, but it's exciting.
Very exciting. Yeah.
I was perusing the website, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to place an order soon. You offer a lot of your puzzles in 300 piece.
We do now. We just started that earlier this year. We were getting my joke, because I'm in my 50s and my in-laws are almost 90. So my joke is that old people would come up to us at our booth and ask for, you know, puzzles for their parents. Because, like, old people have super old parents that need larger piece size with smaller piece counts. So one festival that we did in particular, I think half a dozen people came up asking for that. And, you know, it's also good for a certain age of kids or families. So, and a few of our puzzles are very friendly and interesting to kids. So yeah, we just bought a die to fit our existing larger puzzle size.
Oh, awesome. So it's going to be the same size as the 500 piece?
So we have 2 sizes of 500 piece, 16 by 24 and 16 by 20. And to get that larger piece size, we decided just to buy a 300 piece die for the larger, the 16 by 24. And they're a solid 1.5 inches large, the pieces. They're definitely, and actually, I really thought that 500 was my sweet spot for puzzles, but I like the feeling of 300 pieces, and I like just being able to, like, you know, do a puzzle quick. I'm not a speed puzzler, and some people post these videos of them doing our 500 piece puzzles in an hour, and I'm like, okay, I can't. I know the images pretty well, and I can't even do them that quickly.
Well,
but a 300 piece.
I'm wondering if your 300 piece would work well for puzzle chess.
Oh.
Ooh.
Puzzle chess. For a longer game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Sorry, my brain goes into places. Oh.
Yeah.
Also saying she does as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's, like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, we. So that's all. Nugget dropped. So let's see. So I believe Erik got all 4 of the pre-orders.
I got 4,000 piece of the new releases. Yeah.
We're gonna have more coming out soon.
Do you? Okay.
Are they all so wonderful and colorful and happy?
They're very colorful.
Yeah.
I could not believe how much I enjoyed the one that I just did.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
just how colorful it is, especially once you get it out finished on the table.
I actually haven't done that one yet. I've done Treat Yourself and I've done the Rainbow, 50 Years of Rainbow.
Yeah. That's been our most popular one so far, but they've all been selling really well. It's been really fun.
It's
Oh man,
a beautiful collection.
Thank you.
yeah, this was so much fun. And
I'm going to be honest, I'm dreading doing the Redwood puzzle. I'm like
Oh,
an
yeah.
easy puzzle person. I'm like, you know, I want to be able to sort, I want to be able to knock it out. And the Redwood one is good. I think just going to be very challenging.
That's the one Rachel didn't pre-order.
You know, so I noticed that you didn't, and I opted not to send it to you with your shirt. I chose the Raven instead.
I mean,
Nice.
it's beautiful, but I
Yeah.
would not time
Yeah.
doing that.
I also did, I know you swap with Erik a lot, and I saw that he had it, so I'm like, oh yeah, Rachel wants it, she's going to give it for me.
Yeah.
Totally.
Oh, I'm definitely still going to borrow it. And then that one's going to be done in June, first weekend.
That one goes together like butter. I love that one, and it's special to me because I took a lot of the photos on it.
Oh, cool.
Do you guys want
That's
to
all.
hear the quick story?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So Anna, who's one of the worker owners at Rainbow Grocery, worker-owned cooperative, been around for 50 years. I actually used to deliver bread there when I worked for a worker-owned bakery in Berkeley. So I have a connection with the store, but Anna and I met on a neighborhood group because she lives in Oakland, not far from me. And we just became immediately like friends. We both like birds. We both like puzzles. We're both, you know, I mean, you can see our picture. I don't know if you've seen our picture together. Like we look like sisters. It's kind of crazy.
someone you were destined to find.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, they started talking about their 50th anniversary and they were already buying puzzles from us. And so we kind of, and I wanted to do like a photo gradient puzzle. I had kind of bookmarked a few as inspiration images. So we would go in there so as not to disrupt the workers and the customers. We go in there at like the crack of dawn at like 6 a.m. and take photos. And so it has this kind of interesting, moody feeling to it, even though it's a rainbow gradient, and a lot of interesting detail in the photos.
I'll be wait. Oh. I can't hear you. All of a sudden you went mute. And I know nobody.
How about now?
There you go.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so I like that kind of moodiness that came through in the photos.
Yeah. So I tend to not look at the details of a puzzle until I actually build it. I just kind of get the general idea, and I saw that one and I was like, yep. And now as you're talking about it and, you know, creating it, like, I'm really excited about it.
Very cool.
I see the message from Puzzled Existence. They're going to be in San Francisco in July. Feel free to get a hold of us and visit us at the workshop if you want a little tour.
Oh, Sandy's the best. I'm hoping to just swing by her house at some point in the next few weeks.
Cool.
That's the kind of friend I am. I just go up. So, you guys each have a favorite that you created so far?
He does. Right?
Oh, favorite puzzles?
Yeah.
Well, the Raven is probably my number one. I'm kind of a spooky kid at heart, and so geez, there's just so many fun elements of that puzzle. The keyboard was really fun. Faces are always really fun. That plume, the white and black feathered plume is really great. Just really fun puzzle, really beautiful colors too. And my second favorite is our microcosm puzzle, which I think I can find really quick. Yeah, here we go. So microcosm, is a beautiful red and orange
Yeah.
It's Erik.
puzzle. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
The
good
mushrooms are really fun. The swirls are difficult. The trees in that globe are really fun. And I just love the colors so much.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite.
Yeah.
I'd like to do that one again.
I'll bring it
I need
back.
that back.
I will bring it back.
I need that back, Rachel.
It's a random cut. I really like random cut puzzles,
Same.
especially when there's a lot of pieces that are all kind of similar colors or the same color, because then you just completely switch to a different kind of puzzling, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's fun.
Yes.
It's very hard for me to choose, you know.
All your
They're all my babies. I will send a shout out, which Erik, I know you've done Lula May. Lula May, I think it's not a difficult puzzle, but it's just fun.
yeah. It's all box. It's coming back. I promise. I'm gonna show off the one I did.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So,
Ow.
oh, there's the but like, hey, dude. Here's the first guy I put together.
Yeah.
And then I put the book and her together.
I love that.
And this was so much fun. But at one point, like, I looked at the pieces, I was like, this is gonna be hard.
Yeah.
But then you can actually see the texture. Like, you were able to pick out this yellow and these blue, as opposed to the other yellows and blue. So
yeah, and the
was...
letters are more like, there's something about the way that the colors more solid than the other yellows or other colors.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's definitely a brighter, poppier. That was my last piece. Look at this piece, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very exciting.
I just did that puzzle too.
It was so much fun. Like, so much fun. That was the one I was most excited about from your releases.
Awesome. I had this very, very similar experience when I first dumped the pieces out. I was like, oh my God, what have I done? What have I made? But then once you kind of start really looking and sorting, it's...
Yeah. The first thing I did was I sent Erik a picture of the pieces. I was like, oh my God, look at these pieces. Yeah, super, super great. So there were 5 corners.
Oh.
But
you had an extra
not
piece.
5 corners.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
A false corner.
This is not a corner.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There was one time that I got a duplicate corner and I had sent it I posted it, and Jen Puzzlenux said something to me. So every time I think I've got 5 corners, I always send her a picture and she'll verify she guessed that this one was not the corner.
Nice. Well, we do want feedback because this is only our first, I would say, public release working with this company. They do, I will say, they do produce puzzles for a very well-known and reputable jigsaw puzzle company. And we did do a very large custom order with them that we got great feedback from.
Okay.
But, we also feel like they're very new. They've been great to work with. And so far, I'm very pleased, but we're also all ears.
I mean, I really, so in my mind, there's ribbon cut, there's grid cut, and there's random cut. Ribbon is all 2x2s.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what the actual terms are.
Yeah.
Erik, that I call them 0 to 4 nubs. It's different enough. Like, it's so much better than a 2x2. And I do puzzles like
Yes.
And then
Love
got random, which can be completely random.
Yep.
But Erik, can you pick yours up? Like, you move a chunk, the random pieces, just because of how they're shaped, how they come together. Yeah. I can't.
No, it's much, I would say, looser, but also you're right. Like, that pattern, not having a pattern makes it much trickier.
Right.
I'm also not at it. I'm just I can't pick it up. But I also,
Yeah.
I don't pick every puzzle up.
Yeah.
I just puzzle the next one.
And this isn't so tight that it doesn't easily come apart when you want it to, which is what I want in the.
Yes. So, but again, I just think that's it. That's nobody's fault except physics.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, it was enjoyable from beginning to end.
Good.
Like,
I'm glad you loved it.
I got really sad when it was over. I was like, why can't I pick up the rest of my puzzle board?
I might have to do this one next.
It's real good. It's real good.
Yeah, we've been using the language, I think ribbon and grid cut interchangeably, but I think you are correct and that we need to modify our
Like, do not use, I make up words and things all the time. But that's how in my mind, ribbon to me is 2x2, grid is 0 to 4 nubs, and then random is random.
Yeah, we learned that ribbon, and I don't know if this is true, but we learned that ribbon cut is the same as grid cut, I think is what we learned, because they lay the blades down in long ribbons.
Oh, I mean, that makes sense.
Right.
Again, this is all stuff that I created in my mind to make it separate for me. And I know that everybody has different terms for it.
Yeah.
Uh,
And our manufacturers call the 2x2s regular and anything else irregular.
well, let's talk to them.
I know. We will not do a 2x2 if we can avoid it. Really. We actually, the very first die that we bought to make puzzles is a 2x2. And we never used it. We wasted, like, when we got it, we were like, what have we done?
Well,
we wasted, it's like almost $1,000, I think. That was our first mistake.
A 2x2 doesn't matter if the image is that good.
That's right.
It's true.
It doesn't matter. But I've stopped buying one of the very popular brands because it's always a 2x2. It makes me sad. Like, this was challenging in a great way. I was able to put on a show, half pay attention to that and just like fall into a puzzle, which I found difficult lately. So maybe it's the world on fire.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe Bambi's in the front yard. But yeah, no, this was awesome. In 2 years, I think you guys have grown pretty nicely.
Thank you.
And did you hit the 2,000?
The 2,000
followers?
Oh, we did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for asking. That was actually about a month ago, and we're already now up to 2,100. So yeah, tomorrow we've been doing a giveaway, and we actually set the deadline for last night. But if there's anybody listening that still wants to get in on it, I haven't done the wheel spin yet, so you can find our posts and tag 2 people, share it to your story, and I'll sneak you in there. We're going to announce the giveaway tomorrow, both from the Instagram post and also if you sign up for our mailing list, we're on our website. We're going to be doing a giveaway there.
Which the mailing list is how we found out about these pre-orders. And my favorite thing about a pre-order is I buy it.
You buy what?
I buy it then.
Yeah.
And then when it finally comes in, it's like a gift to myself.
Because you totally forget about it. Yeah.
I did that.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, I really encourage people to sign up for our mailing list. The updates that we send out roughly once a month are all really interesting stuff. Pre-orders, new releases, and we do a number of interviews with our artists that are on our YouTube channel, and we'll announce the releases of those videos on our monthly, roughly, updates, our newsletter that we send out to our mailing list. So that's a fun way to do a deeper dive on our puzzles and get to know the artists a little bit better and kind of build that personal connection between you and the puzzle.
Yeah, this the artist choices that you guys have done have been stellar. You pick things that I want to puzzle.
Glad to hear it.
I don't know if you or your viewers have seen our YouTube channel, but recently Dave, he actually worked for months on, there's a 15-minute video that's sort of an interview with folks at the Oakland Zoo and the artist Les Toyle, who made our Oakland Zoo image. And it really goes from like the beginning of like how you make a puzzle, like how you make those connections. And
well, it's uniquely how our company makes a puzzle,
well, yes.
because we do kind of specialize in not just collaborating with an artist, but also collaborating with a local organization that's making our community into a better place. So the Oakland Zoo has a section of the zoo called the California Trail, which is all about conservation and rescue of native species. And they're just really transforming what a zoo is. Super progressive, and it's been kind of one of the jewels of Oakland for the last 15 years or so. And so we wanted to team up with them. Well, they actually approached us and wanted Oakland Zoo puzzle, and we thought, well, California Trail has got to be the featured thing on the puzzle. And so anyway, this little mini documentary is not just about like the physical making of the puzzle, but also about how the collaboration came into being. So we interviewed the CEO of the zoo and the CFAO of the zoo. And then also you get to watch I was filming the artist actually doing the painting that turned into the puzzle, from the drawing phase to the painting until it was done. And then the last part of the documentary is just taking you through it here in our workshop, step by step, how the manufacturing happens. So it's really every facet of making a puzzle at Oakland Puzzle Company in that documentary.
We will
on our
definitely
YouTube.
share a link to it.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
And if I'm smart, I'll tag Erik and I so we can share it from all the accounts.
Hope you enjoy it.
Do you have any Halloween puzzles coming up? You said you were, I believe, like a spooky kid at heart.
You know, it's funny, we were just talking about to someone about this, and we're very nervous about doing seasonal images. Already our art puzzles do not sell as well as our locally themed puzzles. And we're actually working with a marketing team to try to turn that around, because the artists that we work with, you know, are world-renowned artists, some of them, and the ones who aren't world-renowned, like, they make fabulous artwork, right? So we know that there's a market out there, and we need to find it. But at this point, we have such limited space in our workshop, and we're very nervous about putting out seasonal images and kind of building that inventory that's not going to be able to, we can't guarantee it's going to move, because we already honestly have some inventory that's not moving, that, you know, because we're not able to market it ourselves yet. So
someday we'll have the capacity to do that kind of stuff, more specialized stuff, but right now it's not cool for us.
There's some of us, I'm one of them. I'll buy a spooky season puzzle anytime I see it.
Yeah,
totally. And we know there's a market for it, but right now our market, about 50% of our income comes from vending, pop-ups.
Okay.
So like, if there's not, you know, and even at the pop-ups, people are buying our locally themed puzzles mostly. They're more likely to grab like our Tribune Tower puzzle, or our Grand Lake Theater puzzle is very popular over a spooky puzzle. Even at Oktoberfest, actually, we had our Raven puzzle front and center at the Oktoberfest events, and they still wanted Grand Lake Theater. So
yeah, we just need to make sure that people know who Oakland Puzzle are.
And we appreciate you guys so much for that, and just, you know, creating this community, which is incredibly special, on Instagram and elsewhere.
It's nice connecting with folks outside of the Bay Area, because we really do see ourselves as hopefully a national brand, an international brand, you know, at some point. And so we appreciate you.
Like the puzzle retailers?
Say it again.
Are you in any of the puzzle retailers?
You know, yes, but mostly local brick and mortars. Our margins, because we're making them here, and it's so much more. I mean, you guys wouldn't believe how much more expensive it is to make it here than to order overseas. Like, our material cost alone is more than what we can purchase puzzles from China for. And then if you add the crazy cost of living in the United States and in the Bay Area, and any kind of labor, I mean, our prices are very high. So our margins are a little bit too low, really, to focus on retail. Okay. We really have to build our e-commerce business. And we found that, some of the online retailers also kind of discount puzzles. And at that point, we're feeling like, well, we're giving them puzzles almost just slightly over our costs, and it's undercutting our e-commerce.
Yeah.
That's the marketing answer.
Yeah.
So we're trying to sell direct as much as possible.
Yeah. And you guys work your tails off at the events. I mean, you guys do after pop up, and I'm exhausted for you.
Well, and making, like, Dave is in the workshop, I mean, probably 40 hours a week, physically cutting the puzzles. I'm often boxing them at home after my kid's in bed. And then during the day, I'm often on the computer, like, doing financial management, marketing, design, and working with artists. We both are working way more than full time with other jobs in our life.
I have another full-time job.
I mean, what's sleep?
Yeah. And you know what? We love it, and we feel like we're getting so much love and going in totally the right direction. And one of the things we really looked at when we were starting is mega trends. Like, what do people really want, and what is the future of what people want? And we feel like we're on that. Like, people want gifts and products that have meaning to them. Yeah. They want environmental sustainability and mental health, and
Also, something that I've noticed, all of the little trinkets that younger generations have now that bring us back to our childhood, because we want to remember those things, like, I don't know, all of that stuff. And puzzling was part of my childhood.
Yeah.
And it's no screens. That's my favorite thing. Like, I give it as gifts, and I'm like, oh, it's a screen-free gift. Right. So I'm excited to see 6 more coming this year. You're gonna box all of those.
We do. So the other thing that we're doing right now is we are pivoting a little bit to doing more 1,000-piece puzzles because of the better margins, because we have such a large catalog of 500-piece puzzles. And people have also been asking us, they love our puzzles, but they want more challenge.
Yeah.
So we are going to be focusing on more 1,000-piece puzzles. We've got some 500-piece puzzles coming as well, but for the rest of the year, we're kind of moving in that direction to be doing more 1,000-piece puzzles.
I mean, I trust your points of view, because I would have also chosen the piece counts for all of these, for the artworks that they are. Like, I trust you to pick the right artwork for something into a 1,000-piece puzzle.
Yeah, we take that pretty seriously. That's always a big discussion.
You can always tell when the company owner is a puzzler.
Oh, yeah.
Sandy said the amount of time you spend producing puzzles each week is equal to the amount of time she spends doing puzzles each week. I mean, and that's why they do what they do and we do what we do. So let's see what else. So Erik and I, because we had some overlap in our purchases.
Oops.
Because Erik never buys puzzles, so I never ask him about things. we're gonna give away one of the duplicates that we have.
Nice.
So give us a number between 1 and 100, and please be in the United States because we can't afford to ship it to Canada.
Oh, it's so expensive.
Okay.
Also, I'm really excited to see which one you pick.
Waiting for 13. Where's Monica?
She go back to sleep.
You still here? 11. 76.
Our chat is frozen. It's kind of odd.
Oh.
It does that probably when you had the volume malfunction.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's glitchy.
Oh.
What?
Okay.
What? Do you see something?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
You see something?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Did
I'm guessing.
they get a bonus for getting the number exact?
No, I'm actually going to ask her if I can send it in a box to somebody I'm already sending something to.
Nice.
So the number that Siri gave us this morning was 81, which Gail hit right on the head.
One.
Congratulations.
And Gail, I can send it directly to you, or I have a box I'm making for Christina that I'm sending.
So, what are the choices?
The tree or shelf.
Yeah.
Everything but the redwoods, because I didn't buy the redwoods.
Okay, everything but redwood. So
Yeah.
yeah.
With Christina, this is why I like Gail. So Gail, let me know which one you want. The rainbow one, right? That one up.
You're welcome. Man.
Okay. I'm gonna write your name down because that's important. So I'm excited to see, in a year where you guys are. It's hard to start a business. I would like to ask you a question because you do most of the stuff in-house, and I don't know where the thousands come from. But do you have to mess with tariffs right now?
Great question. Well, they brought tariffs back down a bit. So kind of good story that this last order that we did, they emailed us the morning that it was supposed to get on the boat, and they said, we have to hold your order because of the tariffs. It was like the day after Trump dropped the bomb, and but it was too late. The ship literally had sailed, and I guess because of how things work on their end, like they couldn't. I think I don't really know how it works, because I know, like, technically we are the ones that owe it, but they do pay it, and they pay shipping. They kind of pay everything. It's part of the package. So we did not have to pay tariffs, and they
Awesome.
must have lost. I don't know if they lost money on the order, but they definitely profited less. And grateful that they, kind of took that hit. And we, again, we're nothing but thrilled to be working with them with the quality and customer service. So they've got hopefully a lifetime customer in us.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty great.
And
in a time where something like that can ruin a small company.
Yeah.
I mean, again, like,
for
even with the tariffs, it's like it's bringing it closer to our material cost.
Yeah.
So, for us, tariffs are a little bit of a mixed bag, because it actually, in a way, does what, the intention of it is to make U.S. companies a little bit more competitive.
Right.
There's a lot of other factors at play. There's an imbalance in what it costs to ship from China to ship someone across the street from us. So there's a lot of factors at play.
Yeah. That's it. So Christina, so I'm sending Christina the box. So I'm going to send Gail's puzzle in Christina's box because they're besties who live right next to each other.
Nice.
But also, his birthday is in a couple of days. So happy birthday, Christina.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
So you'll have access to Treat Your Shelf first, which is really hard for me to say out loud without stumbling.
Treat yourself.
Like, it's the shelf. It's the F. So is there anything else you want to tell anybody?
Oh, we really appreciate everybody that has purchased puzzles from us, and we're always open to feedback and suggestions, and we hope that people give our YouTube channel a little love, a subscription, or subscribe and check out some of our videos. We work really hard on that, and we're proud of
You guys work
the stuff
with
on there.
Emily, Peaceful Puzzler. Is that her name? Her screen name?
Down in San Mateo area, right? I think we've interacted, but I don't think we've really actively worked with them.
Okay.
Yeah. There's someone else that she organizes the event with, Becca. Becca, we've had more connection with. Jigsawologists.
Becca's like a blonde me.
Love her. Yeah.
Yes. Diane says you guys are awesome. She's off to do good today. Have a great day, my dear.
Yay.
Yeah, I mean, this is super fun. We love watching the smaller companies.
Yeah.
Things that they truly are proud of, but then we enjoy them. We're not just floating smoke up here.
Yeah, no, I know. You guys have been great. And also, I know there's other folks that are in the chat here that, often like and share our posts. And like all of that just really makes a difference. And so, yeah.
So, but we'll definitely share a link to that YouTube video. I think that sounds fascinating. I do have a question about the zoo.
Yeah.
Do they have hippos?
No. Yeah. I believe the San Francisco Zoo may have hippos. So the
Sandy?
Oakland Zoo is very focused on ethics and conservation and rescue. And so there's not a lot of hippos in the United States that need...
Not a lot of hippos.
Yeah.
I'm not all that sad because there's less in captivity. But I only asked because Sandy, who lives right near the Cincinnati Zoo, lives right next to Fritz and Fiona Tucker, and so I've met them.
Yeah.
But that zoo does the same thing. They do so much for conservation. I feel like zoos really learned from history.
Yeah. And interestingly, Oakland Zoo just sent their last elephant to a sanctuary because I believe there was a death. And they actually went from having I think 5 elephants to no elephants. And I guess I've been going there for about 15 years. I
saw something about there's celebrities who are very upset about it.
Yeah. But there was one elephant left alone, and they couldn't do that because they're incredibly social creatures.
Right. We had a trivia question. Erik asks me trivia from his podcast on Thursdays. And what was the trivia question? About, was it Sweden? What are you not allowed to have only one of?
Oh, well, I think it was Finland.
Okay. I was close.
Yeah.
Nordic.
It's illegal to have only one of these. And
I'm gonna say elephant.
Smaller. It's a guinea pig.
It's a guinea pig.
You can have more than one.
Yeah.
So, and I said to my dad, real conversation. I said, but that's just going to lead to a lot more guinea pigs. And he goes, they don't have to be a boy and a girl.
Yeah, right.
And then I was like, oh my God, mind blown. So, that was a fun little dip into weird animal trivia. But thank you guys for joining us, getting up so early. I know it's not late for you.
It's not brunch. Right now.
No, but it's for us, and we get excited because we get to go eat after this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. anytime you guys wanna share or just come on here and like show options or just talk to the people, let us know.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate it, and always love seeing you guys. I do when I'm not vending and I'm still in bed on Saturday mornings and I see you guys are on, I do try to just join in as long as I can.
We see you pop in.
Yeah.
We know who's here. But I hope that if you want more sleep, that you get some. If not, you have great rest of your days.
You too.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Love you all, and we will see you guys next week where we're going to feature another brand. But we'll tell you about it.
Oh,
What?
almost forgot. Last thing.
Oh,
Dog time.
I mean, mine's been here.
She's mad.
Oh, look at that.
Cute.
Oh, they are the best. In July in Oakland. So
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
have great days.